what is your main when you're betting playoff games? What factors into your decisions on bets?
This is the one time a year where I will look at, everybody made a big deal about the picked up flag last week with the pass interference. Was it pass interference? Wasn't it pass interference? I look at teams going in knowing that, at the end of the day, this is the National Football League. This is about, this extra, I'm not saying nothing's fixed, nothing's a guarantee, none of that, but there's favoritism in this league. We all know it. We saw it. We've seen it time and time again. Looking at the games last week, I was on Dallas. I laid the 6.5 with Dallas. They didn't cash that, but they won the game. And I was on Indianapolis, covered a 3.5 easily over Cincinnati. You look at Cincinnati, they haven't won a playoff game since the early 90s. Detroit hadn't won a playoff game since the early 90s. And you look at the fact that what matchups you have now. No one wanted to see Detroit Green Bay play for a third time in the season. That wasn't an attractive matchup for a Sunday afternoon. But Dallas Green Bay playing in Lambeau for the first time since the Ice Bowl in 1967. That's something that, that's going to bring a few more eyes to the television screen. Indianapolis playing Denver. Peyton Manning getting a chance to, his quest for his second and possible last Super Bowl. He gets to beat, his old team, or will Andrew Luck prevail and beat the quarterback he had to follow up on. Those situations. I look at those outside intangibles because those do reflect within the betting number, and they reflect within the calls that we see. That flag would not have been picked up if that game was played in Ford Field last week. Everyone said that, and I truly believe that. So that's something I do take into consideration. Carolina, Seattle, a team that won a Super Bowl the previous year, they haven't won in the following year since the 2005 New England Patriots. You've had a bunch of teams who win a Super Bowl, don't even get back to the postseason, or they'll get back and lose in the first round. So it'd be interesting to see if Seattle can break that trend and get past a Carolina team that everyone said shouldn't have been in the playoffs. I mean, they had a losing record. So, little things like that weigh into the way I handicap a game. At the end of the day, you see the same teams every year in the postseason. You look at the AFC bracket, it's boring. Baltimore, New England, Indianapolis, Denver. We see these same teams in the postseason, it seems like, year after year after year. But there's a reason for that, because those are teams that people like to root for and like to watch. So they're the best teams, and they're in, decent markets. Those two things match up, and we kind of see a lot of favoritism going their way.
Does the cowardice of Peyton Manning factor into your betting at all when he's in the playoffs?
Yeah, he doesn't. Everyone said that for years. He doesn't have the killer instinct. They don't weigh teams. He's not. He has the talent of a gunslinger, like the Favres and the Bradys of the world, but he just doesn't have that spark. I wouldn't call it cowardice exactly, but he doesn't have that intensity that we see from a player of his talent caliber. Those are things I would look at down the road. I wish I had paid more attention to that last year when I, bet Denver to win the Super Bowl. It turned out to be, I was basically setting money on fire with that game as Seattle throttled them. But, you look at what players do over the course of history. Tom Brady is a proven playoff legend. Joe Flacco is becoming an elite quarterback every postseason we see him, Tony Romo's trying to shake off this negative image of that he can't win in big games. He's finally, won one playoff game. Can he beat another proven elite quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, who is going to try and, battle through this serious injury? So you look at those, things as well. And Michael Irvin's quote, he says, "Big boys ball in big games." So, you look at those kind of things to see it, who's going to really step up, who has the fortitude to push their team forward to the next level.
Who right now is your Super Bowl pick? Super Bowl matchup, and who are you going to pick to win the Super Bowl?
Well, I'll set this up with an interesting backstory. There's only been 2 times that I've ever placed a futures bet on a team to either reach the Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl. The 2 times that I've done that previously to this year was 1998 when I bet the Atlanta Falcons to win the NFC. I went through a family friend of mine as I was a little kid. They went and sent some money out to some people, told them to take them at 25-1. They went 14-2, ran through the playoffs, set Minnesota. They ended up going to the Super Bowl. A couple of years ago when the New Orleans Saints went on their huge run, I said, early in the season, I said, this team is destined to win a Super Bowl. They got a great offense, solid defense. We didn't know at the time that this defense was getting paid under the table to basically try and take quarterbacks' heads off. But that drive and passion took them all the way to the Super Bowl, where they went and beat the Colts and ended up capturing, the Super Bowl, made a nice little profit on that. I picked this year to win the Super Bowl, and I put my money down about a week and a half ago. I like the Dallas Cowboys to beat Green Bay and winning the NFC title game, and I think they're going to end up taking this game in Glendale. They are on a hot streak. Like I said, Tony Romo is determined to shake this image that he can't win in big games. You got DeMarco Murray playing at an all-time career level. You got Des Bryant at the height of his game. You got a guy, Jason Witten, who's just been a grinder and has played through some really tough, years with the Cowboys. It'd be nice to see him get a ring. Cole Beasley. They got a lot of shining guys on defense. This team, it's not always about the best team this time of year. You have to be a good team to get to this point. It's about that like you said, that drive. Obviously who you play makes a difference, but having a drive and getting hot at the right time. And Baltimore, if they beat New England this Saturday, which I think they have a really good shot to do it, I think Baltimore ends up getting back to the Super Bowl as well. They're getting hot at the right time. So right now, you ask me who I think is going to play in the Super Bowl. I think Dallas and Baltimore will more than likely be that matchup. But I'm sticking with the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl.
Being a betting man, do you think Chris Christie is going to stay away from cheese as much as he likes cheese? He's going to stay away from cheese this week?
Yeah, I think he's probably going to have some some T-bone steaks, fajitas. He's going to stick to more of the Texas variety of food. I don't think he's going to eat a whole lot of cheese this week. Jerry Jones will probably not let him in the box. I can't imagine Jerry Jones. He's probably not even going to have cheese in his skybox this week. So he's probably just going to be all Tex-Mex food in the Christie and Jones suite this Sunday. So.
Poor Chris Crispy, he's not going to be able to eat his beloved cheese. In Philadelphia, well, who knows? Because in Philadelphia, he was probably eating Philly cheesesteaks. You got to bump up the quality of food in the buffet at the box if you have Chris Christie in your box.
Oh yeah, well, not only the quality, but just the volume of food as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure that guy he looks like he put away a meal or two. So
probably have to have it in the box.
He'll probably have a couple of brats at least. I guess that might be legit. I guess bratwurst is pretty universal, even though it's kind of more of a Midwest thing. But maybe Jerry let him eat a brat instead of the cheese.
One more thing before I let you go. Do you want to tell everybody where we can find you on Twitter, the internets, all that good stuff?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at AXSmithSports. My website is axsmithsports.com. You can get all my plays there. I'll have a Super Bowl package up. I don't charge a lot for this package. You get my plays for the Super Bowl. Whoever goes to the game, I will be making a bet on it, even if it's not Dallas. But I'll break down the game. I'll have a side and a total release. I'll have some prop plays, and I'll have some write-ups for that. So that'll be up on my own website at axsmithsports.com. You can also find me at kellyinvegas.com and vegasinsider.com. I have my hockey plays, college and pro basketball is going on right now. Once football is completely over with, I'm pretty much watching hockey and basketball. More so hockey than basketball, but I'm watching, those two sports for the next 3-4 months. So, find me on one of those sites and, we start winning some money together and, enjoy some of these games.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on. We'll talk again soon, and we'll be right back here on the Bob Sullivan Show here on LateNightSportsRadio.com.